Back to my channel Imtiaz IT Service. So we come with another new video, that is the most important interview question, that is what happens internally when we call SpringApplication.run in Spring Boot. Okay, so basically let's try to understand what exactly it means. So whenever we run the Spring Boot application, right, so for example, if you just go back, whenever we run the Spring Boot application, so they will ask what happened now. Actually it performed basically the following actions. If you see that, it will create a Spring IOC container, that is the application context object. It performed the auto configuration based on the dependencies like web, JPA, security. That means whenever we add the Spring web related things, it will be configured. It will configure the dispatcher servlet, etc. Whenever you're working with the Spring JPA with any database, it will be trying to connecting with the data source. That means connect with the database. He was looking for the configuration. So whenever we add the security, it enable the securities. That means, and the next one is it will start the embedded Tomcat server, that is default port 0800. So for example, if you just come back to this application, we just have the pom.xml file, and inside this, if you just look at now, we have the dependencies, the Spring Boot start web. Okay, and whenever we add the respective things, it is related to those things, it will be configured there. Okay, so as of now I have not added the Spring Data JPA. If we added those things, in such cases it will look. So I will show you that also. Fine. As of now I have not configured any port number because default port number is 8080. Let's start the application and let's see. Right click, run a Spring Boot app or Java application. Now you can see this console, it has been failed. Why is failed? Because already this port is running here. So as I told you that it run with 8080 here. Let's do one thing. Let's try to change the port number. Come to the application.properties. You can see that application.properties will be here. Inside this project, you can find SRC main resources under that application.properties. So here you can change server dot port equal to, you can give anything guys, the unique port number you can identify. That's it. Let's do one thing. Let's restart once again. Okay, let's see now how exactly it's working. Yes, perfectly. Now if you just look at guys, now the application is running successfully, the port number 9999, right? So apart from that, as I told you that whenever you working with Spring Boot, in the last video, please watch this video, what exactly the Spring Boot application does. Okay, I have already uploaded in my channel. Now if you just look at here, whenever you're working with the main application, as I told you that in the last video, it is a combination of @Spring Boot configuration, enable auto configuration, and component scan. So component scan, what happens guys, basically if you see the package hierarchy, let's say for example I'm just creating some couple of packages. Let's create some couple of packages. Let's create a simple creating the controller. Let's create some service. Two things I'm creating here guys. Okay, so if you see these packages, all these packages are the sub packages of my app here. Okay, so what happens guys, not only this, even though you create the sub package like a repository and entity also. Okay, I'm not creating as of now. So whenever you define the classes, let's say for example I'm defining the class, generally we never define it, we use interfaces. Just for understanding purpose I'm writing here. So wherever you find the repository, okay, I'm just for understanding purpose I'm creating the constructor guys, just to understand whether it's how exactly is working. So my repository object is created. Okay, now if you just look at here, whenever we start the application there, right, so wherever he found here @repository, okay, now can you see that the object is created automatically? So because it is scanning here, okay, now it is scanning here. Not only this, wherever you find services, let's create one class, simple class, my service. I'm just declaring this as a service guys, and I'm just creating constructor just to understand the behavior of IOC my service is created. And also guys, let me create one controller, my controller. So I'm just using controller, or REST controller also you can use. I'm just showing the behavior so that you can understand how exactly it's creating. Right, cool. If you just look at carefully guys, now automatically the objects created here, controller, repository and the services. Now why it is happening guys now? Why? Because generally when you start the application here, as I told you, that is a combination of 3 components. The last one is @component scan. So it is scanning the base package. What's the base package ma? com.its.myapp. So this base package, wherever he finds sub package or wherever he find @controller, @service, REST controller, repository, it will create the instance and store here. So that's the beauty of this one here. I hope you understood guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and bye.